The Third 90 Network is a statewide program that connects high school students with college professors and students to conduct hands-on environmental research. The program engages students in a challenging academic setting, cultivates their interest in science and conservation, gives them a realistic notion of college-level work, builds their social, academic, and career mentor networks, and enhances their college choice awareness in Michigan. In Grand Rapids, the Third 90 Network continues to evolve and grow, allowing more students to participate and deepening their scientific exploration. At the launch, the hustle and bustle grew with each new project, as more and more people filled the farmhouse with new ideas and excitement, not to mention countless pairs of new boots and t-shirts. The impact that this program is having on the community is growing constantly.
This is really a unique opportunity for the students. It's when they really get their hands dirty and they're getting the experience of really doing environmental science out in the field. They come up with a completely new appreciation for nature and for the possibilities that are opening up for them as far as college goes.
Engaging all of their senses and tracking through bogs and woods, the students explored the natural community, making observations and asking questions about the life that they found thriving. How is this community like ours? How is it different? What can we learn from this natural community about efficiency and lack of waste?
Participating in the Third 90 helped me view the environment differently by showing me how I can learn from the environment. The environment does things in ways that humans don't, and it's very altruistic. Everything helps one another, and that's something that definitely we can apply to our lives as humans.
Third 90 students explored another exciting parallel between the human communities in which they live and the natural community they were encountering. As people migrate between communities, regions, countries, and more, so do plants and other living things. They learned about classifications like native, non-native, invasive, and non-invasive species. Immediately, they began to ask their own questions. How did non-native species get here? How do they survive? Are they good or bad? The students then took the data back to the lab, where they analyzed what was found and engaged in remarkably high-level discussions with college students and faculty. Building on the topics of communities and migration, the students began studying birds.
So all of the students up here spent 2 days at the Weggy farm catching birds and banding them. I think everybody got to at least touch a real live bird. Pretty cool.
The opportunity to hold a bird in the palm of your hand is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The faces of the students reflected this awe and amazement. They learned more in these up-close moments than ever could be retained from just reading a textbook. Back in the lab, the students learned to use state-of-the-art microscopes to analyze blood samples to determine the stress levels of the birds. Again, the conversations about science, biology, and research between the 10th and 11th grade students and the college students and professors were filled with an impressive depth of learning.
The species of bird we most frequently caught at the Wecky property was the song sparrow, and this is one of its migration maps. Looking at the migration map, we can see that it doesn't really migrate that far. That makes sense because if you look at a song sparrow, it doesn't really have broad wings, so it can't cover a lot of distances without being super stressed and exhausted.
The point of this was to determine the stress level. To do that, we tested fat content. We also checked for the presence of ectoparasites, which the more ectoparasites it has, it's indicative of stress levels. And we took blood samples.
So these are some more specifics on the results we got. The graph in the top left corner is the heterophyll lymphocyte ratio in comparison to the presence of ectoparasites. The one without ectoparasites actually seemed to have higher stress, but based on the t-test we found that it wasn't actually correlated.
Ornithology helps us look at what's going on in our ecosystem. If there's a lot of birds, that could mean that the predators have a lower population. We can tell what the general population of each animal is just by looking at the population of birds.
The students' understanding of the college options available to them was also deepened, as was their confidence in their ability to succeed in college.
With the 3090 program, it helped me to open-minded with new colleges, so now I'm actually considering some of the colleges that we went to.
While the depth of learning and engagement in the Third 90 Network are at an all-time high, one of the greatest aspects of this program is that every new project and group of students brings with it the exhilarating opportunity to go even deeper into environmental science and stewardship, into research, into the college experience, into sustainable communities.